We are with the mayor of Tiko municipality, Chief Mayor Mesoso. We would like to have your voice on air for the listeners to understand that truly you are in Limbe. You're welcome.
Thank you. I'm live and direct in
Oh,
Limbe.
wow. CAM1 television visited Tiko today, and we discovered that Tiko is gradually changing from one level to another. It's like we are moving to the permanent side. What's happening in Tiko? Can you tell us, Chief Mayor?
In fact, if you came to Tiko and you saw that Tiko is really changing drastically, and you saw everywhere shining, it's because you met us in the field. We were walking, trying to meet up with the Clean City contest. You know, a Clean City campaign for the best city was launched, and we fully engaged in taking part to make sure that Tiko emerges victorious. And as far as this Clean City contest is concerned, in Fako, Tiko has emerged the first, and we have just gone for the regional contest, which we are waiting for the results. And we are made to understand that when the results come out, the people who will emerge victorious are going to represent the region in Yaoundé. So if you met everywhere shining and people walking, the streets clean, the hospitals clean, you don't find garbage littering anywhere, it's because Tiko is doing everything possible to emerge the first in the region.
Tell us a bit about the water crisis in Tiko.
I think the water crisis in Tiko, it is, if I can put it in my own little way, I would say it is history. It's history because something of the past. You know, practically Mutengene is a part of Tiko. Mutengene Court area is a part of Tiko that has suffered for water crisis for so many years, and the water project that we embarked on has reached the town of Mutengene, and that the people have already started enjoying this water, and in fact is coming with a very high pressure that I think it may even be too much for Mutengene. And people some years back could not build good structures in Mutengene, like upstairs houses, because they didn't have water, and even the little water they had was of very low pressure that could not climb that height. But now that we have a real full pressure, I think it's an opportunity for the people of Mutengene, Tiko, to erect beautiful structures.
Take us down memory lane. It's been a while. We know you started this project some years ago. Can you give us a brief history about the water project?
If you talk about some years ago, honestly, I was just managing that within my ends, because at the time I had not been mayor. Okay. In 2013, and the water crisis in Mutengene, I was sacrificing to some places. I will get money, buy pipes, try to make sure that I extend water to areas where they couldn't have. I did all this. That was 2013 up to about 2020 that okay. God permitted me to take over the seat. And when I took over the seat as mayor now, I had the opportunity to embark fully on the water project.
Talking in the Tiko mayor, we understand we have the Tiko airport. Tell us a bit about the Tiko airport.
I think the Tiko airport, so many people say is politics. You don't know Cameroon politics, the CPDM politics, and so on. I am somebody, I have my own way. Okay. If it is not good, I say it's not good. If it is good, I say it is good. When we talk about the airport, I say it is good, because the state has already handed this project to a contractor who has already signed the contract. And the delayance that people don't understand is that formerly it was a rehabilitation of the Tiko airport. Okay. But today we are not talking about rehabilitation. We are talking about the construction of a brand new airport. which several commissions have gone down to the site to examine. The governor of the region, the SDO, the DO of Tiko, and myself, the mayor. We have done several visits to the site, and we came to discover that the present side of the former side of the airport could not carry the project, and therefore the contractor made appeals to the state of Cameroon, which a new site was accorded by the presidency, which we have also gone to that new site, which has to carry now the standard of an airport that can match to international airport standards.
Tell us the level of the project as of now.
The level of the project as of now, I think they are on the demarcation of the new site, where the new airport have to be constructed. So when people keep saying that it is the old politics of Cameroon, I say no, because the contractor have signed his contract and commissions are working and allowances are disbursed. So if the contract has not been signed, if the work is not to be done, these allowances are coming from where, and where are they going? So I'm trying to say that I'm a living witness. I am the mayor of that municipality. I'm the landlord of that municipality. I'm telling our people, telling the world that Tiko municipality will be experiencing the construction of a new airport. It's not politics.
Tiko happens to be the gateway to the southwest. We would like to know a bit about the security situation.
As far as the security situation of the gateway municipality is concerned, I want to say that we are fine. We are calm. We are calm thanks to the mechanism put in place by the administration. If I say the administration, I'll start talking about the governor of the region, because Tiko is the gateway into the southwest region. I'll talk about the mechanism put in place by the governor of the region. I'll talk about the SDO, who also oversees the mechanism put by the governor to make sure it works. I'll also talk about my divisional officer of Tiko, whom I work hand in hand also to see that the mechanism works successfully. We have the forces of law and order. Yeah, in Tiko you have the special amphibian battalion. You have the gendarmes, you have the police. It does not only end there, we also work with the civilians to make sure that there is peace, the local population, to make sure that we enjoy the peace, because Tiko, I can say that is like a kind of, I can put it like a kind of a zone where people find a bit comfortable to live there. The influx of IDPs that have come to Tiko, some of them cannot live in Boya, because in Boya, you know, it's a place of, we used to have a local parlance, we say it's a place for grammar people, a place for white collar job, and so IDPs who are running from villages cannot successfully make life there. In Limbe, it's the same. You see, in Limbe, it's like a life of the
rich,
the class. But now in Tiko, it's like a place where we have that ability of harboring any class of persons, even the peasant population, because we have the plantation there. They can manage in the city plantation, manage their life. They can manage in fishing. They can manage in farming. So Tiko has that ability of accommodating a very high level of IDPs. So it is like it's like a refugee camp.
Oh my God.
And so therefore I don't see why a refugee camp can be attacked. And so I'm also giving a clarion call to whosoever is a detractor or is eyeing Tiko negatively to understand that Tiko is like a place that harbors all the classes of people, and therefore there is a need for it to be in peace.
Okay, we are now talking about back to school. Any challenges with the children going back to school in Tiko subdivision?
Back to school, I think we just did some gesture back to school from some credits that came from the Ministry of Basic Education, because the primary and nursery are under basic education, and which is the competence of the municipality according to power devolved to councils due to the decentralization system. So therefore, we back to school, we did some gesture with the credits we have alongside with the inspector of basic education, whom we followed up all the procedure and made available cash what the state has put at our disposal. And the inspector of basic education works on, makes a budget on how this money is used, and they get gadgets for the children to go back to school. In our own place also, as a council, we did some assistance of back to school to some physical challenge. Physical challenge children with disability, or children from parents with disability. We gave some assistance of back to school to them, some school gadgets. And I think that
any scholarships
with the preparedness of back to school, Tiko Council took upon itself, within the framework of the Clean City campaign, to clean some schools.
Oh my God.
We clean schools to facilitate the back to school to these children, so that they should not come to school again at this early, when they're supposed to be learning, reading, they are going to clear. So we clean most of the schools so that they only come and go direct. And we also try to make sure that some of our public toilets are put in good state, so that the sanitary situation of these children could be protected, so that they don't get involved in situations like cholera and the rest. Then to some schools also, we made provision for benches. We made provision for benches so that we can give them a very conducive learning atmosphere. You know, I saw on social media a school was projected. I think it was maybe from the north. They were showing how children were standing up, and the teacher who stood up, they were giving lectures right in the. But we make benches also to give a conducive atmosphere. To some schools like in Mondoni, we made provision for a head teacher residence. You know, if the teacher is not fine, the head teacher is not fine, the children too cannot be fine. So we got a head teacher resident and equipped it also. We didn't only get the resident, but we got it and equipped. And we also built some classes in our area, blocks of classrooms in our areas, which we constructed and equipped also with benches, so that the children can have a very conducive learning atmosphere.
Early to rise, early to bed. Tell us some of your challenges.
The challenges are there. The challenges are there. If you followed me on Press Hour last Sunday, I was interviewed on same topic of back to school, and I gave some of the challenges. The first challenge we have is that the credits that come from the state to assist the back to school or assist basic education, it's not matching the way it's supposed to be. Like the credit we just used recently is 5 million. 5 million franc credit. You have about 35 primary schools in Tiko and 15 nursery schools. You can judge for yourself.
In the whole municipality?
Yeah, in the municipality. You can judge for yourself what 5 million can do for the whole municipality.
It's just a token.
You see that. And secondly, this particular 5 million we are talking was credit for 2022. We are using it, but now in 2023. So you can look at that there is a bottleneck, maybe bottleneck or flow of correspondence from one level or the other before it comes to maturity. This particular year, 2023, we got 10 million. The 10 million has not come, because if the 10 million had already got to maturity, we would have been doing a distribution of gadgets worth about 15 million.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes you get this money like this. Me, I'm saying that some of the challenges we have is that I would have suggested that this money shouldn't be tasked, because you have this money. If we have to give a contractor to give supplies or all this thing, the money is taxed. If you have 5 million to get gadgets for back to school and the money is taxed, how much then will remain?
Yeah,
at the end of the day, you see that sometimes we're talking about just 4 million.
Oh my God.
If you have 10 million, it is taxed. At the end of the day, you have just about 9 million. So it's a very big challenge. The cartons need to come as early as possible. I'm also advising that they should apply a new mechanism where we have these things about 2 months before the back to school program itself, so that we must have followed everything to make sure that it is available. Than that some school will start until it's already ending before the credits are coming. The other part that we have as a challenge is that the schools we have within the municipality, sometimes the administration, the state need to understand that the credits they give for constructions of blocks of classrooms have to differ with the different areas where the schools are. Now, for example, Tiko, the way, if you look at the topographical location of Tiko, Tiko have what we call the creeks. We have the population that lives in the creeks, that you have to go across the sea or across the river to meet those population. And now, if we have to build a classroom in the creek, the population is there. There are two things: either we build them the classroom there, or they will be forced to take this stick boat, this paddling stick boat every morning to come to school, to the urban area. When they close, they go back in the evening,
which is not very safe.
Which is not very safe. You understand the risks of drowning, sinking is also there.
And also coming to class late.
And sometimes when the water tides are too rough, they may not come to school. So now, if we have to build some blocks of classroom around that area, it will not be the same like somebody who's building within the urban area, because transportation, everything will be transportation. You transport sand, you get the truck, bring the sand from the shore they load the stick boats, then take the stick boat to transport the sand to where they have to go. You pay again for transportation from there to the construction site. Everything will be so. If a block of classroom this way is 18 million, you cannot give a block of classroom at the creek for 18 million. It will not work.
It will not work.
And so sometimes when they give it like that, and then we can't get a contractor who comes in to take such a project, you realize that the project will dance until maybe at the end of the year the carton can go back, or because we don't want it to go back, we will be congesting some particular areas too with classrooms. And nevertheless, there are some places where we congest too with reasons. Just like I talk about the influx of IDPs within the area. If last year, let's say a particular class, we had about maybe 35 people in a class, with the influx of IDP, if there are 50 in a class, you know that class is already congested. There will be a need for us to be looking on how to get a new block, where we can also equip with benches, because the population is there. So those are some of the challenges we are facing. Again, with the power of decentralization that is devolved to councils, it is the competence of the council to take care of primary and nursery schools. It is also the competence of the council to do recruitment. Recruitment of staffs and head teachers, which that part of it has not been given to us. But nevertheless, we know that the decentralization process is a slow but a steady, slow but sure. and it's a process that is progressive.
Oh, yeah.
But we are trying to draw the attention of the state to understand that there is a need for this process to be accelerated.
Okay.
There are some other sectorial ministries where the power that is devolved to councils, they are doing their possible best to make sure council fully engage and take its responsibility. Like in the health sector, I think we are recruiting, and that right has been given to us. We recruit from the casual workers to the nurses, and the state recruits the doctors.
Okay.
And we pay those we recruit. So it would have also been nice that in the basic educational system, we don't only concern by giving gadgets for back to school, but we get fully involved in taking
system.
care of the people, recruiting the teachers, and also taking care of their salaries.
Wow. Tell us some good things about the Tiko municipality.
Well, I think Tiko municipality is good. Is good because I don't want to talk about projects, but I want to tell you Tiko municipality is good. And if you want to know that it's good, I will tell you to rewind the tape to think about the fan zone during the AFCON competition.
Okay.
Anyone who knew about Tiko will still want to rewind that tape because it was so wonderful.
Wow.
This time around, we have something that's coming up in the month of December. I think it will be from the 11th of December to the 15th from the US that I was. We have about 11 partners who will be coming from the US in the month of December to visit us in the Tiko municipality for a cultural exchange.
Oh, that's good.
So, you know, Tiko Council, we have this program of sport and cultural jamboree that we do every December.
Yeah.
And so we'll have a very powerful sport and cultural jamboree that will be from the 11th of December to the 15th of December, and we'll have international partners who will be coming, about 11 of them. I think it will be news in Tiko.
There is a competition of the best mayor in Cameroon. Do you think you can be one?
If I say no, then
you hate yourself.
Then I'm just being complex.
Yeah.
Last year I got the trophy of the best mayor in the region. And if I have been nominated again amongst the 4 mayors in the region today, we have myself, the mayor of Tiko, you have the mayor of Boya, you have the mayor of Wabane, you have the mayor of Limbe 3.
Wow.
4 of us have been nominated. I think that it's not an error that I've still been nominated. If I've still been nominated, and if I can be the best in the region, and then there will be a competition maybe for the 10. Yeah, for the 10, I think it's not magic.
Wow.
Someone can still be, I can still be. But truth be told, I have faith that if I stand for the 10, I can emerge.
Faith without works is dead. What are you doing to become the best?
Yeah, I like that statement. You speak like a preacher. Faith without work is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, truth be told, the Bible says there's no food for a lazy man.
Good.
And it boils down to defend what you say, faith without work is death. If you have to emerge as the best mayor in the region, I think you will not just go fold your hands. You need to go talk to your fans. You need to talk to your fans. You need to talk to your population. You need to, and that is why I'm here.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. I've made other voice records sent to my fans, sent to forums that I consent. I think that's part of the work I'm doing, and I'm using this platform also to say to the people of the Tiko municipality to say, I use a slogan in my voicemail. I say, just a vote to put Tiko at the top. just a vote. But I was saying just a vote. I didn't mean someone cannot vote. If you have 5 SIM card, your 5 SIM card can give us 5 votes.
Okay.
I was saying just a vote for he who have 1 SIM card. You can vote with Orange SIM card. You can vote with MTM SIM card. You can vote with whatever SIM card you have.
Nextel.
See, you can use Nextel. You can use every kind of SIM card. Now I'm talking to the population of Tiko particularly because I am their mayor and I'm representing. But I know I have my fans in Boya, Limbe, everywhere. They are there.
That's why you're in Limbe
I'm also talking to all my fans everywhere they are. Those in the diaspora, because I see some of them voting. Those from the diaspora, they send messages to me that they are voting. So all my fans, this is your mayor, His Royal Majesty Chief Mesoso talking. Just a vote from you will keep Tiko at the top. I may be saying Tiko and somebody say, why Tiko? Look at the person talking. It is the person who is talking where he is that is telling you Tiko. Again, I will say that in all the groups where I belong, I've given some directives. Some people say they don't know how to vote.
Okay.
If you click on the link that I've said, you will see a set of contestants, parliamentarians, ministers, footballers, musicians, artists, different type of talents. They are there. You'll be scrolling up. As you keep scrolling up, you go to Southwest Mayors. When you arrive at Southwest Mayors, you will see us there. We are numbered. I am the first, number 1, the mayor of Boya, number 2, the mayor of Wabane, number 3, the mayor of Limbe 3, number 4. So I am number 1. They wrote my name there, mayor of Tiko. You click on my photograph. When you click on my photograph, my page will open. I'm talking to my fans. Are you there?
Yeah, we are. We are listening to you.
You click on my photograph, my page will open. When my page opens, they will tell you to insert your number. You insert your contact, your phone number, and this number should be a mobile money number. If the number does not have mobile money, you cannot vote. Because a vote is 100 francs. So when you insert the mobile money number in that space, you will see another instruction says continue. You click continue. When you click continue, a message will appear telling you 100 francs is about to be deducted from your mobile money. Now, if you accept, you give again continue. Now, when you give continue now, they will give you instruction to insert your code. So you now insert your mobile money code. Now, when you insert your mobile money code, they say continue. You click on the next continue. You will see a message that 100 francs have just been deducted from your mobile money. And then the last message that will come is that you have just voted.
Congratulations.
So please, I am your humble servant addressing you this evening. We are on the contest. It will end on the 25th of October at midnight. That is when you will know whether your mayor has emerged victorious as the winner for the region. So we continue voting from now till the 25th of October. Thank you.
We take a jingle break.
Manjong House, una good afternoon, oh, Bani, oh, yeah, now Rashedi talks for the afternoon. I don't send for our forum this vote, the voting of the best mayor in Cameroon, especially for we Southwest here. I don't send them. Any man for house will be interested. If una see and say Chief Peter Mesoso e come, it work fine for Southwest. Una fit follow this step where I don't put up for up. So I beg, may any man make sure say get 100 for a mobile money account. They go call 100 francs. Una say una don't see and say if Muteng and the picking no she done for cheer. Muteng and no figure kind development. Let the small one would on the see am. How far done the great road for we. vision for water, it don't come to pass. Water dey come with pressure so tey e fit even burst enter people their house. Na only if pikin for Mutengene she don for cheer if he win for becomes the best mayor. So if we know say pa dey do fine for our municipality, he dey do fine for this southwest, make any man follow the procedure. He vote for Chief Peter Ikoma Mesoso the third. The deadline e dey for day wey una go see am. Ndamanjongo, una good afternoon. Thank una once more. And again, house Banio. I dey beg say any man wey get a family, if you don lecture about this voting, how the exercise e go, you fit forward am for your family member dem. Make dem vote mayor. The last day na 25th of October, the 2023. After the 25th, now we voting the end. They go give result now who win. Whether among the whole of Southwest, mayor na he go win. If he win, so na so one municipality go experience development. Abeg una, just for nothing, mo help the one man. Thank una house.
You're listening to CAM1 Radio, the People's Radio, 99.5 megahertz, taking place here in Limbe, and the person in the studio is the mayor of Tiko municipality, Chief Mesoso. Would like to have your final words.
Well, I think my final word, like I said here, we say charity begins at home.
Thank you.
I have been requesting for all my fans all over the world to vote for me. This time I want to talk to my people in Mutengene, my people in Ombe, my people in Likomba, my people in Tiko, and my people in the Mungo, in Miselele, Modeka, Mondoni, everywhere in Mungo, everywhere they belong. I'm telling you people, all hands on deck to make sure we emerge victorious. All those who are in villages who have Android phones or who don't have Android phone, you want to vote, you can still make it possible. If you don't have a mobile money account but you want me to vote, you can still go and sponsor somebody with 100 francs for him to vote.
Okay.
So voting is open, and I trust you all that you will not let me down.
You will not let the chief down. You will not let the chief down. Chief, we know you have some people who want to say hello. You are presently at CAM1 Radio, the People's Radio, FM 99.5 megahertz.
Hello to my queen. Yeah, the person who makes me strong.
Amen. Amen.
Who try to see that I am strong to serve the municipality.
Amen.
Her name is Queen Sarah Enanga Mesoso.
Okay.
Hello to my kids. Yeah, I have 6 boys and 1 girl.
Oh, the queen.
Yeah, my princess. I want to say that hello to Princess Belta, Prince Remy, Prince Daniel, Prince Terence, Prince Charles, Prince Heinrich.
Wow.
I also want to say hello to my staffs, the Tiko Council staffs, who have always collaborated with me to make sure we run the activities of the municipality smoothly. I want to say a big hello to my councillors, the Tiko Council board, who have always stood by me to pass deliberations that are sustaining the development within the municipality.
Okay.
I want to extend special thanks to all the groups and meetings that I am in Mutengene, Likomba, Tiko, and the Mungo. All those groups which I'm patron, I want to say I salute them. I will also want to salute my divisional officer for Tiko subdivision. I want to salute all the forces of law and order who are also cooperating with us. I will not leave this place without extending a big salutation to the senior divisional officer for FACO, who is the direct supervisory authority to the councils, and I will also extend big salutation to His Excellency the Governor of the Southwest Region and the dropping the mic, I will say big thanks to Pa in Yaoundé, His Excellency the President of the Republic. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, the Mayor of Tiko Municipality. Thank you very much, listeners of CAM1 Radio. You know, CAM1 has a radio and a television. So we are broadcasting live on FM 99.5 on our radio station. You can bring your announcements, you can bring your programs, you can bring whatever you want to pass on the radio, and we are going to broadcast it, and you'll be very happy and satisfied. It's been a wonderful time. Mr. Mbole Collins wants to say thank you very much for the opportunity. I've been your humble presenter. Call me Auntie Jessie. Love you. God bless you. Shalom. Shalom.
That man John House, good afternoon. Oh, Bani. Yeah, now Rashidi talks for the afternoon.